So, who wants to continue? Amanda, you want to take us through the speech?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. Identity is this incredible invisible force that controls your whole life. It's invisible, like gravity is invisible, but it controls your whole life. Tony Robbins. There are a few archetypes as pervasive and as deeply entrenched in our cultural identities as is the victim. Upon hearing about it, it is likely that I'm going to have a negative reaction. And yet the journey of the victim is all about self-esteem, of moving through the stages of empowerment to become someone who is not terrified by or prey to external forces. The victim invites me to turn within, where my power is, and to recognize that I am not a helpless pawn. This is why it is such a powerfully transformational archetype.
Yeah.
Yes.
That speaks to you, I trust. Correct.
I guess that I'm like, it's interesting to break it down because, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, the idea of not having willpower, but that doesn't mean that you're a victim, like the relationship between those two things. Like I'm not in control, so then it's easy to then be like, oh, well, I'm just a victim then to my programming, you know?
Right, right. And are you speaking of willpower or of free will?
What's the difference? I guess willpower, I mean, I would be curious on the different distinction there.
To me, willpower is efforting, is using my will. Like I am going to exercise an entire hour, regardless how I feel. Free will is I can do whatever I want. I can decide whatever I want. I can will whatever I want.
Okay.
So, and
So
at the
willpower is maybe more of
moment,
that action.
yes. And as soon as we accept that free will is an illusion, because yes, I can do what I decide, but I cannot decide what I decide. So
Yeah.
yes, suffering is a choice, but when when am I going to be free to exercise the choice of peace sustainably and to remain peaceful moment after moment? Another way to say that would be, when am I going to be enlightened? And the wisdom that we're serving in the small print is to say, you know, there's nothing I can do to find enlightenment or to find peace or to find money. But unless I do everything for enlightenment, peace, making money, it's never going to happen. So that's the paradox that answers the defeatist perspective that says, well, if there's no free will, I might as well stay in bed all day.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. Michael, would you like to add something on this subject?
No, I think it was summarized very well, Maha. The conundrum of free will, it always comes back to the idea, if I have free will, why would I choose to be in this situation that I'm in? Why would I experience fear or anxiety or anger, any emotion that is not perfectly harmonious? And so it is a conundrum, and paradox has me know that I'm close to God. If I can hold it without attaching.
Lovely.